All right. Welcome, everyone, to General Legion. We're on YouTube, and we're also streaming on Rumble under Lycan Theory. If you're not subscribed to me on there, there's the link that I put in the chat just now. Where's the booze? Well, I don't know where the booze is, but I know where the booze fund is. And the booze fund is right here, although I'm calling it the Cult Renovations Fund. If anyone would like to donate to the Cult Renovations Fund, you can find the links that are pinned down below in the chat, also in the description, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that good shit. Feel free to support if you wish. We already have our first supporter of the night. Thank you to Jess Ruby for the $25. Let me play you a little clip to show my appreciation.
Go ahead and have your jollies. Go ahead and get your good orgasms in. And for the men, get yourself a good ejaculation. Because maybe that's what's happening.
And if you think I'm not getting drunk, I bought a whole 4-pack of these.
A whole 4-pack of these. Yes, I already made money. I'm that good. I didn't even have to speak yet, and I made money. How do you feel about that? How you like them apples, Lindsay? How you like them apples? I'm just that good. Let me say hey to everyone in the chat that have showed up, and we'll talk about some stuff, and then we'll get ready to talk about this interesting subject. I already talked about this before last week. The Queen of Kings, Rose, and her husband, Brett. I'll be polite for now, but let's just say they got some problems. So we'll be going over that shortly. Okay. Speaking of, earlier there was I previously set this stream in advance, like a few hours ago, and then it got struck down because of the thumbnail. The thumbnail had you remember that one video I went over where it was Rose going at the pool and she got that random guy came out of the pool and she started grinding on him? Well, I just took like a cutout of that scene and I put that in the thumbnail. And I'm pretty sure that's what got the thumbnail removed. And the whole stream went down. Like before I even could stream, they took the whole stream down. They can do that apparently. They could just take your whole stream. They don't just remove the thumbnail. They just take down the whole stream. They don't give you a strike or anything. They're just like, yeah, this is taken down. Set up another one. Do it again. So that's what I did. I just set up another stream after that. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment, Mama Joe, on the thumbnails. Sloth and Roach, I can't believe their channel hasn't been terminated yet with all those nauseating things they do on the skits with the kids being involved. I can't either. You don't understand. Like there are so many YouTube policies in place and terms of service and community guidelines and stuff that they don't follow any of them really. There's this thing called COPPA. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like it's some kind of law or something that applies to every video that gets uploaded to YouTube. Like it has to comply with this COPPA law. It's like has to do with showing kids on film or on the videos. And I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck at all about any of the content they upload about showing the kids. We're going to get into that more later because apparently Rose wants to set up a YouTube channel for her son, which I'm not exactly sure the exact ages of her kids, but I'm pretty sure the oldest one is like 9. And the oldest, the youngest you can be on YouTube as your own channel is 13. So that's already a violation in and of itself. So, hey, Jen, welcome. Connie, good to see you. T. Wilson, Sam B, thank you for dropping my link. Sally Ann, Rachel Townsend, good to see you. Jess Ruby, Calypso, welcome. Sabrina, how are you? Shelly, good to see you. Angela, COVIDs, what's up? Let's see. I said hi to Shelly. Let's see here. Honey Bunch, good to see you as well. Drama Unleashed, Sarah, welcome. Lindsay, DeLorean, hello. Rody Gal, how are you? Kimberly 11, welcome. Wyoming Adventures, how are you? Bill, brutally honest, what's up? Yes, they have some problems. Hi to all you all. My arm is being iced. Well, maybe stop being weird. YouTube has been getting awful picky. Well, it's been like that for a long time now. The terms of service and everything. There's always like a little rule that you might be breaking every so often. You know, like every minute you're breaking a rule. Hey, Christina. Hi, buddy. I hope you're having a good Monday night. I'm finally spoke correct English in here. The reason I wasn't before because my mic I was using. I see. Oh, you were using like speech to text or whatever. Jane Doe, how are you? Siren, good to see you. Whatever you do, you guys, when you text in here, make sure your mic is texting right because I have a lot of typos. Yeah, mine too. Sometimes like I'll press speech to text like really quick. And like it won't capture like all the audio that I'm saying into it, all the the voice, whatever, and it'll only capture like half the sentence. Let's see here. Summer, what's up? T Goddess, how are you? Please thumbs up the stream, everyone, and share the stream out, especially if you're someone who likes this topic. If you're interested in more streams like this, I appreciate any support you guys give in that area. So just, do what you got to do. Mr. Ka, good to see you. Jason, my cat is giving birth. Gotta go. Okay. Hey, Jinx, how are you? Linny's, what's up? I bet Brett won't come after you. His big for nothing. What a wimp. Well, listen, I'm not afraid of guys beating me up over the internet, okay? You know how many guys have threatened my life over the years and threatened to come beat me up? A lot. But this is just YouTube. It's commentary. The reason they want to beat me up over the internet is because they're butthurt about what I'm saying is true, right? If I criticize you and your response is, I'm going to beat you up, I guess you just proved I'm right then, because obviously you're triggered by my words so much that you want to be violent, right? I could understand if like I doxed your whole family or I was stalking and harassing you or something. But if I'm just doing YouTube commentary, and you want to like hurt me in real life, that's a you problem, right? Not a me problem. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. REM, how are you? Welcome all the new subscribers. Hey, Belinda, good to see you. So Libra, welcome to the stream. Mr. Flex, it's hotter than balls in a pantyhose out there. Clearly. So yeah, we're gonna get started here in a sec. I do want to say I saw a movie over the weekend. Have you guys heard of this movie called Longlegs by any chance? It's a horror movie. It kind of reminds me of The Ring. Hey, as Hockett, and it's like The Ring meets like It Follows or something like that. Like it's kind of creepy, and it also it's a good like detective / like cop kind of movie. It kind of reminds me of True Detective a little bit, like True Detective meets The Ring, something like that. It's creepy, it's moody, it's very dark. There's like 2 lights in the film. I think they clearly didn't spend a lot of money on lighting, but I think the movie was very creepy, very creepy. I would recommend it if you're looking for a good spooky film. The villain, without giving too much away, the villain is Nicolas Cage. Okay, I don't think it's any secret. When you watch the movie, you'll realize it's Nicolas Cage. My only issue is that it felt like, it's Nicolas Cage, so he acts very Nicolas Cagey. He's very over the top. I felt like he might have thought he was in a different movie or something, because I feel like he came off a little comedic at times, but I didn't think that was a problem because I like cheesy horror. I think that stuff's entertaining and fun. So I didn't have a problem with it personally, but if you're someone who's very picky about like the tone, being consistent in your horror movies, you might find it a little jarring. I found it like a nice little break in like the serious tone that they're setting for the film. It was also an original horror story. I think my Bluetooth, like on my headphones disconnected. Did this shit die? Did my fucking Bluetooth die? Let Let me listen to something here. No, it's fine. I don't know what that was. I just heard the woman's voice in my head. Or not my head, in my ear, my headphones. They're like, Bluetooth, one disconnected. I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe got disconnected from my phone or something. B-movie horror. Yeah, it's not really B-movie. It's more like it's a pretty traditional horror movie. Like it's not a B-movie, but I would say Nicolas Cage's presence makes it kind of B-movie material in those scenes, sort of. He's not bad though. Like he's not bad at all. It's just a little tiny over the top at times. That's what it feels like, but maybe it's for the best. I don't know. Darla, welcome. Did you ever see The Ginger Dead Man with Gary Busey? I didn't, but I should. I should see that. Sounds funny. That sounds hilarious. I should go watch that. Ginger Dead Man. All right. Not a Nick Cage fan? I love my favorite Nick Cage movie is Face Off. That's just the best one. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? I was giving Con Air. Yeah, Con Air's good. Con Air's just that's like a good like popcorn action movie, like from the 90s. There's just a few of those that are just like classic 90s action movies. Evil Bong did a crossover with Ginger Dead Man. Okay, I gotta check that out, I guess. All right, so welcome everyone to the stream. Good to see all of you. Sue is Robinson, welcome. Face Off is my favorite. Nick Cage isn't the greatest actor, but yeah, he's not the greatest actor, but he's entertaining as fuck. That's what I love about him. So, hey Gladys. Worst Nick Cage dialogue, Gone in 60 Seconds. I like that movie too. I don't know. I'm very forgiving when it comes to cheesy performances. Don't watch Leaving Las Vegas if you're a dipshit place in life and are drinking with weapons in the house. So I've heard. Right. You wouldn't know anything about that though. Don't that Mr. Kai would never. Rose and Brett remind me of Swingers. They might be, I think, and they also they might be trying to be this other couple that they interviewed with recently, that millionaire, that white guy millionaire, and his black wife, I suppose. Whatever he said on the plane on Con Air was corny, but iconic. Yeah, I can't remember right now, but I'm sure it was. 8mm. 8mm was good too. Yeah, I love Face Off. Valley Girl. Valley Girl. I don't think I've seen that. Anyway, let's get started. So hit the thumbs up. Good to see all of you. Thanks for showing up. Let's see here. So we got a bunch to get through but people wanted me to roast these guys again. And I compiled some videos and stuff to go through, and we'll just go through all of it. How's that sound? Good? Great. Yes, the Mallets. That's them. Yes, I did. I did see Drag Me to Hell. That's good. I actually have a clip of that on my StreamYard. Why would they run to Hawaii? Good question. Well, someone actually said last time I did a stream that it was to get away from the baby daddy so that he wouldn't have access to the kids. And so that was just like the best place to move to kind of keep them out of his grasp, I guess. So it was a good theory. Nothing confirmed about that. Hey, Nikki. So there was this stream that they did yesterday, the 14th, and they said some things in this stream that I thought were interesting that I want to go through. So let's go through it. I'm not going to review the whole stream. They might have said some other shit, but I didn't listen to the whole 2.5 hours. But like the first 15 minutes or so are kind of like sketch. Just some of the things they said are just like, what? So let's go through it.
Hey, misunderstood world. How's Hawaii treating you? Really
hey,
swell. Yeah, that's why we said we don't plan on going back.
Yeah, we've been out here a couple months. We were going to do like a couple month update.
Yeah.
A little later.
Yeah.
1 more month. But we fully decided, we're not going nowhere. We're not going back.
Yeah, so at first we were saying we only wanted to stay here for a year. But like today, Brett was like, when you talk about staying at that one place for a year and then you're like, and then basically today, Brett was like, he thinks we're going to stay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You have 1 year at a certain place, and then vibe it out, and then stay a little longer. Make some more plans. You see, Race?
Vibe it out. We're gonna vibe it out in Hawaii. See how we like it. You know, we're gonna move all our kids down to Hawaii. Yeah, she's good looking, but she's crazy. That's the point. Yeah, why would you move your kids for 1 year to Hawaii? Like, vibe it out. Well, you're not hippies in the 60s, okay? You have kids. This is not like this is not something you just vibe out, yo. Hey, Mel. Hey, crackhead's gonna crack. Black women are beautiful. I feel like it's the biggest compliment when a guy tells me I have a black girl body that makes me feel... no comment. Hey, red door woman. Y'all already like with the comments, man. All right. Yeah, so they're gonna vibe it out, spend 1 year there, right? And then if they like it, well, maybe they'll stay a little bit longer. What? You're moving your kids all over the place. Hey, Ann. Her face card about to time out because she's mean. It's just a weird comment to make, you know, like I mean, I know how you feel. Like, you know, I've been told I got a black guy dick, you know, just the dick part. The rest of my body's white. But I feel you. I feel you. Oh, you see, you had to make me say something more awkward. All right. That's what you challenged me to, an awkward off. And I had to meet you there. Okay. So yes, very selfish. Let's keep listening.
Race, you want to show your backflip?
You can't hear you.
Race.
He calls it a backflip, but it's a front flip.
Yeah. Race. 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 Race.
See, of course she had to call name her kid Race because she's obsessed with race, you know.
Oh my God.
Isn't that annoying? He does that to you all day and expects you to answer.
Seriously.
Wendy said, wait, more than a year? Yes, honey child, more than a year.
A year, solid year for sure. But I think 3 to 5 is pretty good.
A solid year for sure, but 3 to 5, you know, I'm thinking 3 to 5, you know. It's just such a weird thing to do, like just moving your kids all over the place and hoping maybe it'll be okay or maybe you'll stay there. I mean, that's not a decision that you take lightly. First off, moving to Hawaii is a pretty big move. And then saying, well, we'll maybe move after a year, maybe. What the hell kind of decision that they made the decision to maybe stay in Hawaii for a year? That was the decision they made beforehand. Now they're thinking, well, we'll probably stay more than a year. That's so weird. I also know one couple and their children live in a mobile home, had internet, and they went to all 50 states in 1 year. Kids were homeschooled. I mean, that's whatever. I just think like kids need stability. And I think like kind of taking that away from them or not giving them like a stable home to be in is just kind of, I think it'll lead to developmental issues. Again, not a doctor, but that's what I think. So he's not working out. Yeah, apparently he's not working now. You know, she's doing the work. Yeah, and it's expensive to live in Hawaii, but she feels like she's worth that much now, right? Like I deserve to live in the lap of luxury in Hawaii now. You know, yeah, kids need stability. Yes, exactly. That's what I agree too with that.
Yeah.
If we don't just kind of
Stay
hang a
forever.
hat.
Yeah.
But we are very mobile people, so the likeliness of us.
We're very mobile people. What are they, fucking nomads? She said she doesn't care if her boys make friends. She'll keep moving. Mage said they have each other. They'll keep moving. Wow. See, and kids need to be able to develop friendships outside of their family, be able to form those bonds, you know, and they're just not really letting their kids, you know, develop and flourish, you know, in any kind of in one spot. They need to grow in one spot. Maybe I've been a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man this entire time. You may have been, Siren. Yes, she's very impulsive, and she's imparting that onto her kids. Like she's making her kids suffer through that impulsiveness.
Because if we're going to buy property, we're likely going to buy it somewhere else.
Okay, Rose, you have some beautiful boys. I keep asking about Roz and
Hey,
his
Missy K.
YouTube because my 7-year-old. Let me tell him.
It's on me. I got to get my butt up because we're actually going to co-channel something together. So I need to get that started.
Roz and Race, come here.
Should we tell them about the salt water and how it damaged our laptop and our phone and our camera? And
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the sand, we just learned this, the sand and the salt water has damaged all of our devices.
And Race's feet.
Yeah, all of our devices. It's crazy. So we got to buy all new stuff, you guys.
I bought a new phone from.
What are you, dunking your phones and laptop in the ocean or something? Like why do you need to get all new phones and laptop just because you moved to Hawaii? How did the salt water get into your phones and laptop? You might be like playing too much in the ocean, you know, and maybe that's the problem. Or I don't know. Are they saying like the salt? Because, you know, like when you live on the coast or whatever on a beach, in a beach area, like there's salt in the air, you know, and like so that can you breathe that in, right? But are they saying the salty air got into their devices and now they need to get new devices? Hey, Ashley. But if they get new devices, isn't the salt air just going to get into those devices? Like, what? Do you all know what I'm saying? Like, that's just bizarre. They may have sold them to eat. Maybe enjoy beach time with your family, not your devices. Right. Well, they're on their devices like constantly. Like they're constantly exploiting every part of their lives for content because to them, content is money, right? Every time they put out some content, because people have apparently, you know, taught them at this point that if they just show themselves, they'll get millions of views and money, right? So that's what they're doing this all for. It's all for money. Hey, Kimberly. That'll be the forever grift for them. Hey, we want a live the high life in Hawaii, so give us money because reasons. Exactly. She's just talking ish. I think that was also like that was part of like it's what is it called? The dry bag. It's a dry bag. It's like we're gonna have to get new devices, and so that's making their people think like, oh, let me donate some money to you so you can afford some new devices, right? So they probably got a few. I don't know if they have like PayPals or Cash Apps or whatever linked to their shit at all. I don't know what they have. Do they probably just have memberships and super chat? Okay. Yeah, that's all they have. They don't have anything else. So it's just such a weird thing though. Like how is the salt water getting into your devices unless you're just throwing them into the fucking ocean? Did you see Brett on live demonstrating how he kisses his boys since the French kiss video? He's gross. I saw something like that. Yeah. I don't even know why he would do a demonstration of that. That's so bizarre. Handing the baby off to a stranger while asking if the woman wanted to babysit. Oh, yeah. That happens later in this stream, I think. I think, yeah, in this stream, I think they leave the baby somewhere. But anyway, let's keep going.
Me bought a new phone for Rose. And we have insurance for the other
Scotty.
one. I suck at making the phone calls. I got to make those phone calls.
Come here.
I got to make those phone calls. They're very important phone calls I have to make. So please, you know, donate some money to us.
Right here real quick. They said they keep asking about your channel because her 7-year-old son wants to watch it really bad. What do you think about that?
I don't know.
You don't know what to think about it?
No.
You don't want your channel?
I do.
Get out of here.
You don't know how to give you an update because he's like, I'm ready. I think once we get into a more solid place, because it's very hard to do things in an Airbnb.
Yeah, well, he made his first video. We're just trying to get it back and logged into the Mailman account because I don't know what email I use for that.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah, I know. So he already made his video, you guys. I'm just trying to log into the Mailman account that I made for Brett and turn it into like the boys channel because it already has like 10,000 subscribers.
So she has this other account that has 10,000 subscribers already. I'm not sure which channel that is, but there's a channel. Is it the Queen of Kings Uncensored channel? Because that has 10,000 subs. Or is there another channel I don't know about? Because they have another channel that they kind of discuss, I guess. Well, it's kind of the same kind of channel, honestly. They discuss the same kind of personal shit on that channel. I don't know what's more uncensored there. It's not like you can have a more uncensored channel on YouTube. You just have whatever you have on YouTube. YouTube is not going to like let you be more uncensored on another channel. You know what I mean? You abide by the rules no matter what. But anyway, I was going to say, if she is giving a channel to her kids to use, okay, the kids can't use their own channel if they're not at least 13 years old. Now, I don't know how old the oldest kid is. I assume he's like 9 years old or something like that. Can anyone confirm how old the oldest child is? I think his name is Race. Glad a male perspective speaking on this. Has she clapped back yet by threatening to give it? I don't think so. No. I don't think she's acknowledged me at all. All right, I'll catch you up, Scotty. She will go back to stripping eventually. Probably. Yeah, once this doesn't work out, if the channel gets terminated or something like that. Hey, Belinda. Too old to crave attention from her. So no one's answering my question. So, okay, he's 9. His name is Race, not Roz, not Race. Race? Roz? Is it Roz? Because I know there's Roz and Race. Okay, so he's not old enough. Point is he's not old enough to operate his own YouTube channel. So she wants to give a channel she already has to one of the boys. Now, here's the thing. If you have even like a child owning a channel, their channel's going to be for kids, right? Because they can't have a channel for adults, right? On YouTube, there's 2 different settings for your channel. 4 or 3 different settings. For children, for adults, and then manually setting your like every video to either kids or adults, right? So if they have this channel, if she has this channel set for kids, set for her child, that whole channel has to be for kids. And there's way stricter guidelines on a channel for a child than there is for adults. So something tells me that she's not going to be able to abide by the guidelines on that channel. And if that channel goes down for something, then she will in effect be circumventing and she'll be banned because it'll be on her device, I'm sure, right? That channel that goes down will be on her device. And so all her channels might possibly go down as a result. So just a little, YouTube information for people who don't know about community guidelines and the terms of service on here. You could be taken down pretty easily. How are they fishing for money after showing her monthly income? That doesn't add up. Well, I don't know. Some people, they have an interesting way of grifting on here. Sometimes they show the money to make people, to make the haters mad, right? And that makes people want to like donate more, So her channel needs reported for inappropriate content. Well, I'm sure people are. I mean, she's got 1 million subs now. I'm sure she's getting reported all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I didn't.
By the way, if anyone wants to become a member, the link for that is here. If anyone wants to join my memberships, I have another channel that has memberships. So just hit that button if you want. Become a member. Appreciate anyone who becomes a member. I won't be able to shout you out right now, but I'll shout you out on that channel whenever. So let's keep going.
What's up, River?
Where are you? We are in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That looks fun. I'm jelly. No beach or pools. Yes, we did. We did hear about the president.
Well, if you look at the shorts, it's really the shorts that's doing it on her channel. The shorts have like millions of views. Okay. So that's probably what's growing her subscriber base. Not so much from like live streaming. She probably has a good like 100K subs from live streaming, if I have to imagine. But the subs that it's most of them are gotten through the shorts. I think most people are watching those on her channel. So I take it he's living off her. Probably. She always has her boobs in the camera. Well, yeah, she knows, you know, that's part of the content is her boobs.
We did hear about the president, and it is not. I don't know what makes people think that they're like God and they get to control when someone lives or dies. I don't that.
So we have Rose giving some advanced political commentary here on the Trump shooting.
You know, it's not okay ever.
Rose is not about that type of retaliation.
Yeah, not at all.
I fall in a different camp. We have different beliefs on that every now and then. But
Race, come here.
So what Brett just said there is he disagrees with Rose saying that people shouldn't just kill people, right? Like whenever they want. And Brett says, well, I disagree with that. Brett is giving wife vibes. He is. He's like a wife. He's a wifey. Things aren't what they seem. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. If he's not working now and they're living off of YouTube alone, I hope it's not all going to her. She doesn't need her husband bank account. Right. Well, I'm pretty sure she's probably getting most of the money. She wants, I think, if I'm correct about my assumption about Rose, she wants to be handling all the money. I think she wants to be in charge of all the money. And I think she'll probably give money to Brett if and when he needs it for something. But I think she likes to handle it. I think she likes to have that power, you know? I think she has like a weird thing with power. She's got a power thing. Join the other channel. What's the name of the other one? That one is General Legion After Dark. If anyone's not subbed over there yet, here's the channel. General Legion After Dark. Go sub there. Go become a member if you would like. That's always appreciated.
Come here. They want to see your flip. I want to show YouTube your flip.
I think so too. She's not, listen, if we're talking about what's feminine and masculine, feminine is usually more submissive, softer, daintier. I think she likes to act like feminine at times, like by dancing or, you know, seeming girly or whatever. But I think that is more a show of her attention seeking in like a sexually provocative way. I don't think it's feminine. I think feminine is a little bit more modest, honestly. I think she's more masculine because like an overt display of sexuality, I think, is more masculine in behavior. In my opinion, people can disagree about that, but yeah, I think it's definitely more masculine. She looks feminine, right? She's got feminine features physically, but behaviorally, she is very masculine. Only feminine when it's advantageous to her in any way. Exactly, crazy kid. Yes. Hey, blessed girl. Yes, thank you for subbing up. Hit the thumbs up.
Here. You guys, what happened on your last live? I was worried. Did you have a nervous breakdown? Oh, so maybe you're maybe referring to the one. Hold on real quick. Go.
I can swim and I can do a backflip in the air and down the air.
look at that.
Nice.
I'm always good at reverse.
Pissing me off.
I'm just gonna keep.
But
I'm just gonna skip parts that I don't want to see because it's just not It's not conducive to the commentary.
Dreadlock in his hair that I cannot. I've explained a lot, like from the very beginning, since we have like 2 subscribers, that I have anxiety disorder. So I had a really big lump in my breast, and it was really red, and it was hurting. Okay, hold on. It was red, and it was hurting, and like I was nauseous. And then I took some medicine, and then after the medicine, I got a headache. That's never happened. Usually, like you know, medicine will help a headache. So anyways, yeah, I had an anxiety attack.
So wait, what happened to the lump in your breast though? You had a large lump in your breast. You took some headache medication, or what did she say? She took some
medicine will help a headache. So anyways, I got a headache. I was nauseous. And then I took some medicine.
Some medicine. She doesn't describe what it is, what kind of medicine it is. She gets a headache from the medicine, has a lump in her breast. What happened to the lump? Did she get it taken care of? She doesn't really explain. She just got a headache after taking the medicine. It was probably a giant hive. It might have been. I mean, do you just critique channels but have no clue what you're talking about? Her husband will be running a channel with her child based on their activities like fishing. Okay, well, she said, it's not what I'm saying. She said she's going to give a channel to the child. That's what she said. I'm not making anything up. I'm literally listening to what she's saying. Dummy. She had mastitis. If you watch the videos, you would know, and she did explain. I'm sorry, I didn't watch every single video on her channel. I'm so sorry I didn't devote my life to watching all of her videos. I apologize. That's my bad. You're right. I should totally make my entire life about this random narcissist on the internet. You're absolutely correct.
And then after the medicine, I got a headache. That's never happened. Usually, like, you know, medicine will help a headache. So anyways, yeah, I had an anxiety attack. So Babe happened to be recording, so you guys got to see.
She happens to have them often enough.
I don't think she has anxiety attacks, by the way. I don't think or anxiety at all. I think that she's making up the anxiety. If she got anxiety, she wouldn't be filming herself all the time. Okay? Because I'll tell you something. I get anxiety, and I don't film every single part of my life like she does. Okay? People with anxiety, they're anxious. Okay? They don't like to film I'll give you an example. So when I'm on here, I'm making content. Okay? This is me at work. When I'm off of here, I'm doing very different things, I assure you. Okay? So, but this is a lifestyle. She is, if in effect, merging her lifestyle with her content, right? So she doesn't have anxiety. If she had anxiety, she wouldn't be all out in the open. She wouldn't be like flashing herself everywhere and dancing everywhere and being provocative and sexual. Like she's histrionic is what she is. And you're grifting too, trying to make money off critiquing, so you're no better. Well, I'm not making money off of abusing my family. And I'm not airing out my marriage and relationship grievances on here for money. I'm doing commentary that's fair use on YouTube. And so, yes, I'm actually very different, extremely different. Plus, I'm white, she's black. There's another difference. I'm a male, she's a woman. We can keep going if you want to explain all the differences. See, is Rose's fake account, is it? Rose, why are you in here under a sock account? Anxiety is grinding with randoms. Right, exactly. I got anxiety. Grinding on a random stranger. Hold on. Where's that video? I got to find that video real quick. Because you ain't going to tell me this woman has anxiety. All right? You ain't going to tell me that. Hold on. Let me find this shit. I have this video somewhere. Here it is. Hold on here. You're going to tell me this woman gets anxiety?
With those kids. Okay. Them children. Thank you so much. We're watching the game. It's too hype.
Oh, look at the anxiety there. So much anxiety.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that's anxiety there, you know? A lot of anxiety with that one. It's almost too much, you know? Too much. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I think, hey Breezy, I think some people say they have anxiety so they get sympathy from people. That's my opinion. no one has to agree with me. That's just what I think. Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, such a stressful life.
So, especially when feeling sickness. But if Rose, the way she is, she's actually a hypochondriac too.
I think she meant horniness. I don't think she meant anxiety. I think she mixed up the words. She meant to say horny. Anxiety made her bend over, right? Because you have to understand, she was really anxious about that guy. So she bent over so that he wouldn't judge her. That's why she did that. It was anxiety.
And hypochondria, so she thinks the worst is happening, and she'll go to the hospital. Then she'll be too anxious to take any medicine to fix it.
Hey,
so I'm always like, why do we waste our time going to the hospital for these little things? Because you're not going to take the medicine they give you. So she just wants to know her heart rate's fine, her blood, and all that stuff's fine. So I always tell her she's fine because she usually is.
Okay, so Rose is a hypochondriac, and she constantly goes to the hospital because she always thinks there's something wrong with her. Well, I mean, if you said there's a lump in your breast, then, I mean, is there something wrong with you? Did you get it checked out? You all should know that I'm fine with honest debate and dialogue when people come in and disagree, but when they get nasty, I have no more shits left to give. Oh, do what you got to do. I don't care if you ban these random accounts that come in. Chances are they weren't going to warm up to me anyway.
Been together for 6 years.
Hypochondriac? What did I say? Hypochondriac?
No, you said it right.
Well, they do dance parties, Rodial. They do they go on little trips and stuff. They do very sketchy like videos. It's mostly the rhetoric and the stuff that Rose does. She talks endless shit about her husband on her channel.
Are you in Hawaii or are you somewhere else? Hawaii?
Okay, hold on. Go. We are in Hawaii, guys.
No shit.
Really appreciate you, but me and Babe have been talking, and my mental health is in like a really great place. So you don't have to even delete them today. Okay,
so she has anxiety, but her mental health is in a good place now. So you don't have to ban any of the random accounts that come in. Yeah, she got over it, you know?
Yeah. About me, I love her real. For the first quarter of next year to go see Dana, and we are doing that for sure. Miguel said you were crying like 2 days ago. So yes, I was crying 2 days ago. I don't know if you guys expect somebody to
her mental health is really good, but she was just crying the other fucking day.
Crying? That was 2 days ago. So yeah, we talked.
They talk about it.
My mental health today. Who knows what it'll be in an hour from now, but right now it's great. So I'm same way. Was the same way for like a couple of years.
Previous wife.
And finally got on Lexapro and helped. Still have anxiety, but not as bad.
She might one day take it.
Yeah. So yeah, like Lexapro has been like prescribed, but I don't take medicine.
She got like, I was talking to someone the other day. She might even, I think OCD is based off anxiety too, because she'll be like,
I know, right?
Is the door locked? Is the door locked? Where's the gun? You know,
he's got no self-respect.
Constantly over and over and over again. So it's just like, I think you have that OCD checking, but you know.
A better example is about the dishes.
The dishes?
Yeah.
Now she has OCD, but they need a maid to come clean the house, but she has OCD. Okay.
Because I don't want you to tell them like all the stuff like that. But like,
she doesn't want him to reveal any information. Only she's allowed to reveal information on the stream.
Dishes is like a great example.
Only she's allowed to make whole streams talking about their relationship, the ins and outs of it, and he left me to do this. He did this. We're breaking up.
Or like food.
Yeah, to make sure it's clean. Or is this your water? Did you seal it?
Yeah.
Any sort of check-in. But you know how like OCD people like lock, unlock, lock, unlock, lock, just to make sure that they know it's locked. That's pretty much you without the 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, they're just focused on the chat. You know, they're not. I mean, it's like they're bored being parents. You know, they'd rather be doing anything else.
Someone said, do we plan on You guys are very, very concerned about Brett's dad. I really appreciate you guys being that
It's
concerned.
gotten better.
Oh,
Yeah, thank
I
you
didn't
for
see
your
that.
concern.
Yeah, it's gotten
But they
better.
just every day ask like, "Are you going to check on Brett's dad since he's sick?"
We do
I do
FaceTimes.
appreciate that, but we
do
call him
FaceTimes
every day. Yeah.
pretty much every day.
Right.
You call him every day. I get on there about every 2 or 3 days. Yeah, we keep up on him on FaceTime. He's getting healthier and healthier. My grandpa actually had more of an issue lately. He crashed his tractor. He's a 98-year-old man. I believe he's 98 or having his 98th birthday.
Kiki, no delete.
See that? She just interrupted him. Like he was telling a story about his father or whatever, and she just was like, don't delete that comment in
My
the
girl
chat.
don't play about
She's just glued to that chat
I rock with them
box.
so hard. Kiki, no deleting video, no deleting comments today. I just got done telling.
Now we're worried about him because he got in a tractor accident. He was pulling a tree out of a ditch or something like that. And he's like 98 years old, very active. And he rolled and he got slingshotted inside the cabin and he broke his neck and had brain bleeding and stuff. Crawled out, didn't want to go to the hospital according to a neighbor. And the surgeon,
not likable.
The doctor said, yeah, anybody else would be paralyzed. You're like the most healthiest inside your neck, but again, 90. His
I'm just
wife
gonna
is
speed
about the
past
same,
this.
and
We don't give a shit what you say anyway, Brett.
they're farmers.
That's that 101. I feel a long.
Yeah, more when he was 60.
Babe, can I say thank you? Thank you to I am Averon. I don't know how to say it. Love you all because of the got tired of fighting my anxiety every day. Heard about Lexapro and started taking it. I completely get it though.
Ooh, that whiskey.
That dude has a piece of lettuce on his teeth. Baby, you got some lettuce on your teeth?
Mom, can you watch me do a backflip?
Oh my god.
Who did?
Okay, so I don't know if it was this stream or something, but there was one part where I don't know where it is right now, but where was it? I think she said that because someone asked in the chat why he doesn't smile, right? Someone asked why he doesn't smile. All right. Good luck with the appointment, Lonnie. Someone asked why he doesn't smile, right? Brett. And she answered. She answered for him. She said, the reason that he doesn't smile is because I tell him not to. Because she doesn't want her man smiling. She wants her man looking tough. And she goes like, grrr, like that. So she literally like controls her man's facial expressions. That's pretty cucked. I'm not sure what point it is in the stream, but I remember hearing that. I don't know where it is.
They won't.
Okay, don't do it. If they're scared, we like, especially with me having anxiety, that could easily be passed on to them. So if they're scared of doing something,
I'm sure I'll
encourage
find
them
it.
to do it. Like, you're scared to jump off
What's
that rock?
this?
Okay, jump off the rock.
What's to smile about? That's a good point. You make a compelling point. What's to smile about? It was like a clown, not a tough guy.
And if you get hurt, dust it off and get back up. You're okay. So we don't coddle them. If it's water on the floor and they slip, they're
Did
gonna
the
bust.
kid get
All
hurt
you guys
here?
make sure people are not out the way because I saw you this close to a girl too.
Did the kid get hurt?
They won't.
You're gonna do it again? You ready?
Why is she exploiting the kid's pain for clicks and views? What's up with that? What? See, she just wants to document everything. I shit you not. There's a video we're going to look at later where it starts out with her knocking on the bathroom door and she says her kid's taking a shit. That's what's happening. That's how much exploitation there is in this family.
Gonna be careful. Let me see your muscles. Oh shoot!
Hey, Scipio.
Strong muscle. Strong man. Strong man.
He hit me.
Okay, just all you guys make sure people are not out the way because that's how you're supposed to a girl too. Okay, when you jump, make sure like it's clear before you jump them. Huh? Your chin fit? Yeah.
Why is she
Nice.
showing this? That's fucking
It
sad.
was her.
He's so crying.
Different thoughts on parenting than a lot of other people. We believe in allowing our sons to do dangerous things as safely as possible. So we don't want to, like, if they're scared of something, we don't say, okay, don't do it. You know, if they're scared, we like, especially with me having anxiety, that could easily be passed on to them. So if they're scared of doing something, we encourage them to do it. Like, you're scared to jump off that rock? Okay, jump off the rock, you know? And if you get hurt, dust it off and get back up. You're okay, you know? So we don't like, coddle them. If it's water on the floor and they slip, they're going to bust their AWS and then they're going to get up and then they're going to realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't run next time.
We just let our kids do as many dangerous things as possible to get hurt. And then we say like, see, you shouldn't have done that. That's perfect parenting. I love the kind of parenting where I don't got to do anything. I can just sit back and just let y'all do what, you know, make fools of yourselves. See, you shouldn't have done that. What the fuck are you doing? That's my kind of parenting. I'll just do that. I'll just sit back. They're like little slaves, you know? Hey, Janessa, right? I mean, even my mom was like, hey, maybe don't do that. It's kind of stupid.
Learn how to run.
Yeah.
Now, you can put helmets on them. Send them out there.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, these are little kids. They're like little tiny kids. It's okay to put some constraints in there, you know, so your kids don't crack their head open on the, you know, the pavement there near the pool, you know, like just like, hey, don't run, you know, just don't run around. You're gonna crack your head open.
You're right. I'm a helicopter parent, and it's backfiring. Yep.
Are they really swimming in their underwear? The kids, really? She didn't even buy them swimsuits.
How is dad?
They are
my
crazy.
dad. I think he's doing good now. There was a moment he was feeling defeated. I think. You know, it's kind of tough.
Boy need adventures.
Being a tough guy your whole life. No worries.
No, we love it.
I know.
Yes, bring
I
the
mean-
vibe, honey.
See, I mean, anything could happen to those kids while she's, you know, doing her live streaming and stuff, not looking at the kids and what, you know, what they're doing. The kids could literally get snatched up by someone.
Angry a little bit.
You can open up. Do you like unsolicited parental advice? Unsolicited parental.
If it's some of these girls.
Ew. Look at this shit. Ew. Ew. Doing that like in front of everyone, not even just the kids, like in front of like no one should see that. Ew.
Cheating lips.
That is nasty.
We all have our own way of parenting.
Right, because he's following her lead. That's what's going on. Like he's following her lead. That's what's going on here. Hey, 99. Yeah, she is an exhibitionist. I agree.
For a whole 24, 48 hours. And there's
that's just, but for real though, that's like totally inappropriate, you know? And they do this kind of hypersexualized stuff all the time in front of their kids.
Calling and texting that I have to worry about. So.
They really don't mean to, but they don't understand how like someone can be handsome and not cheat because they've been cheated on, you know? So I get it, but it's okay.
I get it. I grew this beard to keep the ladies away.
Listen. Okay. So, hey, Holly. All right. How am I going to say this? This dude really ain't that good looking. Okay. I'm saying this one dude to another. I mean, most people can recognize when people of their same gender are attractive or not, right? You can look at, you know, someone and be like, oh, that's an ugly guy, right? Or that's a good looking guy, right? It's pretty easy. It's pretty objective, I would say. this guy thinks he's really handsome. He thinks he's like really good looking. You're not really that good looking. You're honestly, your head comes to a point. And you're bald. See, there's this trend now of like bald guys with like beards or whatever, which I get is like a style now for some guys to do, but I mean, he's not really carrying it that well. Like he doesn't. I mean, am I wrong? Yeah, he looks like an egg. Like that egg right there, the emoji, that looks just like him. That looks just like his head. I mean, is that attractive to you women? It doesn't seem like that attractive to me.
It works. I think it keeps them away.
He said, I think she's the one.
I mean, honestly, I think she's more attractive looking than him. I think she's better, slightly better looking. He's ugly. I think he's got an ugly face. His boobs are bigger than mine. Brett doesn't want to be conceited. Yes.
More likely to cheat. No, we really believe in marriage. We really do. Rose, people are always going to judge your situation. It's because you're not with a black man. But so what? Don't worry. Your husband is husband.
Yeah. You think she looks better? You think she looks better bald? Oh, you mean bald than him? Like she looks better bald than him. She looks better with hair. But yes, I think I get what you're saying. Hey, Amber. Does he have a vest on? It's some kind of like, I think it's one of those baby carrier things. You put it's like a baby carrier knapsack. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things. You get what I'm saying, right?
Being a loving husband, and he's not cheating. He is the right man.
Yeah, I think I might make 1 million followers.
Yeah, if she was nice, she'd be cute. Yeah, she looks much better with hair.
With all the comments. Brett's belt cam. I'll put a camera on my belt.
Well, I think honestly, I think they both cheated. If you want to ask my opinion, there's a video where he talks about early on in their relationship, he cheated on her. Like he was not faithful to her. So we already know he cheated by his own admission. Apparently that's on this other channel. And I think she probably cheated, but I think also her behavior, part of it, I think is maybe revenge for what he did a while ago. I think she's like trying to get her little, cheats in every now and then. Yes, exactly. Her story makes her unattractive.
Y'all can follow me around all day and make sure you check up on me.
Carl Trell.
Thumbs up the stream.
She is the one cheating though.
Let them know. Tell it.
Rose, you're very understanding of other people. Yeah, I do try to be like understand other people's point of views. Why would y'all say that to them? Bro, you can't look at someone and say they're a cheater.
They're having kids.
Yeah. For the record, just the
statistic would have to be 100%.
kind of wild right now.
The statistic would have to be 100%.
No, this person is saying, he said, actually, I'm more likely to cheat. And then he's saying, and I'm not calling you a cheater, by the way.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be 100% statistic for you to look at someone and say, well, he is saying she's more likely.
I'm sure you don't mean to.
Why are they even like fielding these questions? Like those, it's just so weird for them to even focus on
sometimes. But when your husband is talking about his dad or grandpa, you interrupt him. It's like you are talking over him. To be 100% honest, I interrupt him when he's talking about anything, not just his dad and grandpa. That's like a problem. That's my mom's problem, my grandma's problem. We're all like that. It's kind of a woman's problem.
Oh, she says it's a woman's problem to interrupt her man, to interrupt a man. Yeah, I agree, Kimberly. I think that's what I've been wanting to do, honestly, is branch off to other lolcows. So she says that apparently interrupting a man is a woman problem. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with her. Put a 2 if you disagree. I would love to hear you guys' opinion on that. Yes, I believe it's a narcissist problem. But she says because it's her mother and her grandmother do it, apparently it's a woman problem. Hell no is what I was taught to respect others. Right. Yeah, and sometimes okay. All right, later, Lindsay. Sometimes, yes, it's a respect problem, not a woman problem. That's exactly right.
Truth bomb.
She doesn't have any respect for him, and that's the problem. Yeah, apparently narcissism runs in her family. I believe that's correct.
All right, hold on. It's kind of a women problem, but yeah, I do that a lot. But he knows that I do that, so. But sometimes it's like I talk. Maybe it's the anxiety. I'm like, and then he's like, and then, and sometimes I think like, all right, wrap it up.
He's not happy.
Here, babe. Here.
I have that same problem. Said like 10 different girls plus Dana.
Yeah, I know.
A man ain't cheating on her. Y'all need to stop. I would type I'm going for. Trust me, I'm barely making it to the gym these days.
So he's getting lazy. He don't go to the gym very much.
Very strong, a lot of free time.
So what's going to happen since he doesn't have to work anymore is he's going to get fat. He's going to sit on his ass all day, and she's probably going to cheat on him at some point.
Let's see, where y'all from? Brett, don't eat raw meat, please. Raw meat thing's funny. I don't naturally.
No, it's actually very healthy. I just want to put that out there. Ethiopians, they eat it. Have you seen Ethiopian skin and hair? It's very, very healthy, actually.
But anyway.
What? Have you seen Ethiopian skin and hair? It's very healthy.
I don't
know. Apparently Ethiopian is in now.
Actually, just go for it. It does taste better cooked, but I love tartare, which is raw steak and a raw egg on top.
Do you hear him? He eats raw steak and raw egg together. That is nasty. That is gross. Yeah, those starving kids, right? Let him finish. Yeah, let him finish his fucking sentence.
One of my favorite foods.
He can't spit a word out.
However, there's been a couple of jobs I've had where I would just go to Walmart to buy like a tomahawk steak. This is what Rose noticed and then why she started filming. I bought a tomahawk steak and I was on FaceTime with her and I just started eating it. I didn't cook it because I was driving.
That is gross.
And
I freaked out.
Yeah, she called my parents and everybody's like, "This okay? Won't he die?" and all this stuff. And they let her.
I'm gonna give up one chair.
Delicacy where?
Is it just you?
They're on dope. Ugh.
We live here now.
This guy's gonna wind up in the hospital.
I eat fish raw.
He eats fish raw. Okay, well, if it's smoked, it's like whatever. But like, really, you just eat a fish, like random fish?
Sardines raw. I eat all sorts of sushi raw. I have no problem with eating steak. It's surface area, so you do kind of want to wash it if the butcher cuts it. Otherwise, if you buy it by the block and you cut it yourself.
I wonder if he eats his chicken raw.
Then, yeah, Jamie Taylor said I'm a very slow person and I need to work on my mental health. Okay, I'm sorry, Jamie.
Don't ever come for my man.
Stop.
She just attacked a chatter for saying that Brett was slow. She attacked the chatter.
I'm making fun of them. You kind of keep missing
okay. Look, I want to show them.
That shit's funny. Yeah. Listen, I like sushi, but that's like prepared, in a special way. But just him saying like that, like all the raw things he eats is just kind of bizarre to me.
No, for real. I'm being for real, though. Do you like babies? You want to be a baby?
I absolutely love this. You drinking kava? Oh,
you want to babysit?
No, Welshie. That's not true. Incorrect. He literally eats the steak raw. Like it's literally on the cutting board. He cuts it up and then he eats the little like raw chunks. They have not went into the pan. It's not blue. It is raw. Trust me, I've seen it.
Every now and again.
Kidding me?
We're paid.
I teach hula for a living.
So you can do it or not?
I'm really busy. But
Oh, you're busy? I'm like, honey. It's a river.
You keep ruining my slams.
She asked me to babysit for her. So this woman, this random woman, who she's letting handle the baby. They don't know this woman, but right away she's like, "Hey, can you babysit my baby?"
he loves me. Oh my God, babe.
So, Rose, slow down. Brett was just having fun.
No, you are. I'm sorry.
Yeah, anyway.
Get up to whoever.
I'm just reading these negative comments as if they're saying something bad about themselves.
I know, she don't know any of them.
But every time I do it, Rose hears me saying I'm and makes it toward me. So she don't get the joke yet.
Yeah, because I don't play about my man. That's one thing.
Well, babe, what I'm doing is they actually said your mom was slow.
I don't play about my man. He's slow.
They're probably talking about me. They're just your mama type of joke. She's
What? What? He drinks her period blood and her intestines? What? What the fuck?
Oh, Jamie's just. Jamie said.
Ain't y'all mad? She can't watch my baby because she teach hula. She too busy teaching hula. She can't watch my baby. I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm on a search, honey. I'm asking everybody.
I think a little cussy.
You see how excited she is to pawn her baby off on this random woman?
I don't want you to cry when you're with me. Real quick. Yeah. Our show is coming up.
Sparrow, sorry about your friend. I wouldn't know what to do either.
Make a whole day.
It's like, can you watch my baby? Can you take my baby?
You lost your best friend to violence.
She can't wait.
I don't know what to do. Lost right now. It's very tough. I haven't lost
I don't want
any
to say it
friends.
out loud because I'm online. But maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I teach hula.
Hey, Sandy.
Yes.
See that?
Right.
I left Iowa at 18. I moved to.
No one cares.
And then COVID actually stopped a lot, but started a lot. But then it became.
No, so he don't miss it. Yeah. You gotta let him know. We could easily. No, I'm just everything. We don't tongue kiss. I usually don't, but it's about himself, sweetheart. It ain't no him without me. He can't even tell y'all about himself. He gotta tell y'all about us. I'm just playing. Howdy over there. How does it feel to not have hair? Yeah, you Bobby over there. I'm on the other side of the pool looking at you. That's cool. It feels quite nice. For the people who keep saying men cheat, that's not always the case. Brett loves Rose. Y'all are positive all the time. It's inspiring. Thank you.
They're not positive all the time.
Let me see.
That ain't go like somebody's in the sun.
You can actually swim?
Attaboy.
It's so cute.
Nice, Papa.
Oh my God,
Nice.
We got a problem. Sorry.
Thank you.
We're gonna
It's doing good.
Okay. Let's go to another video because I think this one has reached its the pinnacle of its usefulness. Please hit the thumbs up on the video. Let's see. You want to see her? You want to see Rose flirting with another man? This is on a woman named Sunshine's channel. Rose lets best friend caress her as a threat to Brett.
What is it? I've never danced around another man in a bikini in front of my the people I date, let alone marriage. Like, what is happening? What is she really promoting? What is she producing?
You know, there's a good point to be made here. It seems like she's kind of showing herself off, right? This guy, I don't know who the hell he is. I guess he's a friend of hers. You'd think Brett would get jealous or territorial about this. Listen, I don't know about this dude. I'll just say this. I would never let a dude do this with my woman. Okay? It would never happen. You can call it insecure or whatever. I would never let that happen. But that's apparently what happens here. And when you see the people that they're trying to, I guess, impress, this all starts to make a bit more sense.
What is she really promoting? What is she producing? Friends, but somehow she was able to make this man her best friend. One that's rubbing on her head. One that is able to stay in the same unit as them and sleep in the room.
I wouldn't let my girl have any gay friends either. Like gay male friends. I wouldn't let that happen because I know what happens. I know that like women will sometimes, bang their gay friends or whatever. That happens. So it's not something I would be comfortable with.
Like, what friendship is this? That's the thing. It isn't one. This one is just going to explain the reason why I believe that they became swingers. I believe Brett cheated on her at one point because I don't know his page anymore, but at one point I was on Brett's Instagram and he followed nothing but
okay. So he flew out to Hawaii and stayed with her while Brett was back in the mainland. Interesting. He left her for a month. She probably cheated. Yeah, I have no doubt. Hush, boy, you're killing the whole game. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Steffi. Oh, my God.
These 90210 Beach Babes. Blonde hair, blue-eyed.
Yeah, I agree. Scipio.
Gym body, breast done
it does
women.
Happen, Sabrina. It does.
Nothing fit. It's the fact that none of the women fit Rose's description, her attributions at all. And his engagement with these pages showed that if he is looking and liking these women on these profiles, he's definitely doing that in real life. The times that he's away from her, she gets really irate because she cannot control him. She doesn't know what he's doing. She doesn't know who he's talking to. She doesn't know. So in order to control him, she's moved him to this island where he has less of a chance to do those things. If you think about it, all the things that he used to do, she used to find.
By the way, Bullets, you see how easy it is for me to like acknowledge you in the chat when you come in? It's so easy to do, isn't it? I've come into your chats like at least twice already, maybe 3 times, and you've never acknowledged me. What's up with that? You slow on the uptake? You can take the girl out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl. I guess that's true.
Ways to make it about them. Even when he went to the gym, they started to go to the gym together because she has to keep all eyes on him. She is very insecure in this marriage, and it's simply because she knows.
That's a good. I don't know exactly why he left for a month, but she even made a stream on her. This is not a secret. Like on her channel, you'll see she has streams like he left me for a month, or he left me for like 2 weeks or something, and he's back or something like she'll put out videos that are literally called that. So it's not like it's not like she's hiding anything.
That her and Brett got together from him finding her in a strip club. My heart tells me that they got involved.
Well, he went to close things up, which you kind of have to do. And then she's just, obviously she's going to get bored and start doing shit. Nope, I don't.
With each other out of the strip club. She got pregnant. and kept the baby. And so he didn't want to feel the same thing he felt with his daughter. So I'm going to stick here. I'm going to stay here. And now he's putting up with everything she does because I believe Brett does not want to feel like, wow, I have children out here that I have no parts of them, no parts of raising them, their lives. You know, it's an obvious thing. That's the only thing that will make a woman comfortable enough to do what she's doing here. He is hands around your waist, rubbing and touching all on you in a bikini.
Yep.
That was her way of letting Brett know, hey, if it comes down to it, this guy's a millionaire. He's still a big hunk of a man.
So he's got competition basically, and she's like, I can leave you at any time. Don't you better stay in line, or else I'm gonna cheat on your ass, and then I'll leave you, and I'll take all the kids and everything.
I have options. That's what this is giving. It's giving, I'm gonna let Brett know whatever he's doing out there. Look, I had a man that flew all the way to Hawaii.
Yeah, so this is recent because they just moved to Hawaii in the last month. This is all recent.
Don't question what I can do. This was a passive aggressive display for Brett to see that there is a man equivalent to you that I could be with. And not only is he equivalent as far as size,
he's smashed.
He makes a lot of money. She mentioned that in the live for a reason. This man has touched millions. Okay. So he matches my energy, Brett. So if you feel like you want to be out there with your 90210 beach babes, listen, you can easily be replaced. If you want.
That's a good point. I agree with that. I think that she's very hypergamous. If you guys don't know what hypergamy is, I'm going to define it for you nice and cleanly. Hypergamy, the action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background. I couldn't say background. I can't say background. Like a normal human being. So basically, it's like marrying up, dating up. You know, it's kind of a thing. You know, it's a thing that a lot of women do. They tend to do that. So we're gonna watch this next video. That's a interesting video on an interesting page. It's called Only Logical. Something called divesting, which I don't know what the hell divesting. I think divesting means interracial relationships or something. I haven't looked up divesting yet. It sounds like investing, but like the opposite. I don't know. Why does Brett stay? Because he's a cuck. Okay, he's a cuck. I didn't want to say it the whole time, but he is a cuck. That's why. Yes, women marry up. Yes, they do, Chrissy. Flirting is way different than actually acting on it. I can't stand homewreckers and cheaters. I don't want to know or be around a cheater or homewrecker. Yeah, well, these people are not of superior sociological stock. Yep, that word. Let's watch this video, shall we?
The Queen of Kings story. Who are the Queen of Kings? They are a divester YouTube couple where the black wife is hypersexual and the white husband sexes anything that walks. They are disgusting and extremely disgusting to their children.
Show your kid and what you named them after.
Yep, the biracial son is named Race. R-A-C-E, Race.
It's important to talk about race in a family that looks like ours. Yeah. Do you know what race is? What is race?
See, I think honestly, I don't think it's right to instill ideas about race in your small children. I think that's maybe a topic to discuss when they get into their teen years. You know, let them be, you know, kids. Let them be simple and just kind of enjoy childhood. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I follow a different rule of you know, thinking.
What is that? What is that? 3. 3. Is that how old race is? Your race, but okay. What color are you?
Is he 3 years old? She's talking about race with a 3-year-old? This is not the time to instill ideological concerns about race into your kids. They shouldn't be thinking about that.
Oh, you're black now. Okay. Congratulations. You're not yellow no more? No. Are you black?
It could be.
Racial or just
I guess.
black? Okay. All right.
Listen, I'm not talking to you. I thought like you, mommy.
I am black. And Raiden's black.
And Maiden's black.
And Rozzy's black.
And what?
Uh-oh, you spilled your cereal.
Nah, you don't have
and
to do
Race
this.
is black too.
No, Mom, I'm yellow.
You're yellow?
Yeah.
Do you see how he's already like feeling tortured about the color of his skin at 3 years old? He's already learning to hate himself because of these discussions at such a young age. Because he's learning that there's all kinds of experiments with young children where they experimented with like toys and what certain like races or genders like gravitated to and stuff like that. They go through all kinds of mental changes as they grow. And this is not I don't think this is a good lesson to kind of impart to your kid at that age.
You want to be black.
Just not be yellow.
You want to be yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's teaching her kids to basically hate themselves because she hates herself. I that's what I would agree with. She's passing down her self-hatred. Divesting and interracial dating are completely different. Divestors have interior motives and look. You mean ulterior motives? Ulterior motives and look down on their own racial group. I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't know any about that, but that's an interesting term.
What color are you?
Black and black strong king like I'm proud to be.
Black and black strong king like you proud to be. Period, boo.
But see, that's the thing. Bear Pantry Show. There's people that are like mixed race that say they're just black. Because have you ever heard of the one drop of blood theory? Where you'll hear this. It's like if there's like one drop of like black blood in someone, they're black. Like that's how like a lot of like black and mixed race people will talk about these things and how they consider like other people black or whatever or white. The one drop theory. I dated a couple of black chicks before, so I've had these discussions before. Yeah, it's a racist ideology. I don't even agree with like this, like we're black because we have one, whatever. I think it's a dumb discussion anyway, but.
So the biracial son has no clue what he is and makes it clear he will never be white. Now, how is the black mom raising her black sons to be black kings?
Man that I can't even pretend are mine. Well, because I ain't doing it. My beta male friends are going to make fun of me for taking care of a woman and her kids. The kids are going to disrespect me when they're older, and I can't discipline them. Well, because
Wakanda forever.
Really? Did they really make shorts about slavery with their own kids and him with a belt? That is so fucking cringe. That is cringe as fuck.
I ain't doing it.
You hate the word mixed? Mixed? You hate the word mixed? Okay, biracial? Does that make you feel better? I don't know the right terms for things. I'm not really PC. What friends are making fun of you for loving a woman and her kids? Right. Like, what? Why is every discussion about race? Because she's obsessed with it. She's obsessed with race. So every video, everything has to be about race. But see, and that's fine if you want to make your content about race. But the problem is they're raising their kids to think about it. And they're wrapping their kids into this stuff. That's the problem.
Bedroom. Let me give you a proper farewell.
I don't know what she did to me, but I'm 5 years in with a wife and 4 kids.
They think this shit is so cute, and it's not cute. It's cringe, and it's a terrible example to set for the kids.
In the meantime, all the black wife can do is have sex and teach her children.
Look at this. She's like dancing provocatively.
In the meantime, all the black wife can do is have sex and teach her children.
Me ignoring my husband's bank account and scheduling a $30,000 kitchen remodel in the name of nesting. Look, she's dancing with all these men gawking at her.
Both the black ones.
I think I heard that she was a like a stripper before. Okay, that's fine. That's before. You're a mother now. You should have a little bit more self-respect.
The biracial ones to hate themselves.
I mean, if not for yourself, then for your kids that are, watching this content and growing up,
Hi, Mom.
Okay, so some people want to know, do you think that it's important to talk about race in a family that looks like ours?
Like Chris Scott?
No, like race. Like
right.
Okay, so yes, I do think it's important because my friends and stuff think that's not my dad because he's white and I'm black, but they just don't know, like, people don't have to be the same colors in family at all. If you still love them and stuff, I think they're your family, and I love Brett. Even if he's black, even if he's white, even if he's blue, I really don't care. And I have Ray Scott, I have River, so it's really cool to have a colorful family, black and white. I really love that.
He seems like he's a sweet kid. I don't think he should be talking about this stuff. It's sweet what he's saying, in a sense, like as an adult, that he doesn't care, but he shouldn't be having to talk about this as content, as part of her, as part of her, I guess this is Instagram. Like, she's just using him for content. And it sounds like something she coached him on. Does it sound like he was coached? Yeah, he doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about because he's
Dada.
What shall we name him?
Tyrone, because this sure ain't no bread.
What's
Y'all saw that? Y'all paying attention, right? So he calls the kid Tyrone, which, by the way, kind of a racist term for black people. And it's like a very weird skit about giving birth to, and basically saying he doesn't want the child because he's black, like that old trope, like he got cucked and the baby born was black because she was with a black guy. I get the joke that they're going for, but oh my God, it's just so cringe. You should not be wrapping your kids into this shit. They should not be involved.
Dada.
What shall we name him?
Tyrone, because this sure ain't no bread.
what race do you consider your son, Ray Scott?
Black. He's black. Yeah. To me, he's black. His parents, his family, or his mom, and his brothers are all black. And he's just going to be able to have that experience.
you feel he's black. You don't feel that that's in any way erasing a whole
Hi, Amanda.
part of him by saying that. Really, I hate when people say the world will see him as black, so he's black. The world sees Vietnamese people as Chinese, but do that mean they go around saying they're Chinese? No, they're still Vietnamese. Because my husband is a huge part of...
What? That has to do with like being from a certain country. That has something to do with race. What? And she basically just contradicted herself because she does go around saying that she's one race or the other. So why? I don't get it.
His life, and he's very much white. I kind of have the same take on it as my husband's parents do. He is biracial, black biracial. It doesn't matter how the world views him. He is what he is, and the world can't change that.
I wonder why his white family didn't show up to their wedding.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Did I mention the white husband will sex anything that walks?
Some of you know my wife is about 10 years younger than me, and there was a point in the relationship where she wasn't taking me very seriously, and that does take a toll on a man's pride. We decided to take a break, took a family vacation, and I ended up messing around with somebody that had been known to our family for many years. I really wasn't interested in it, but
Oh, really? They are swingers, meaning his black wife finds other divestors to sex her husband.
So he admits to cheating on her in the relationship. See that? Hey, Paul, what's up? Now, I can tell a Chinese from Vietnamese. That's racist again for her to say. It is. There are differences if you pay attention.
Man's pride is scorned. He has to prove a point to himself. Because I wanted to protect
Mr. Happy.
I didn't want my family to find out about this. My mother ended up inviting her to the wedding. I also didn't want my wife to find out about this so close to our wedding to where she would cancel or postpone the wedding. Long story short, small dishonesty became big betrayal.
Yes, he did. He said he messed around.
Always comes to the light.
Always comes to the light. Although I didn't cheat during my marriage, I should have taken control of the situation and never allowed that.
He's reading from a script. He's literally reading from a script.
A woman to come near my wife. Moral of the story is real men take accountability for their actions and they deal with the consequences as they may come.
Okay, what about the woman though? Does a woman need to take accountability at all for her actions?
Here is the divest song where they take shots at Dr. Umar Johnson.
Different races showing loyalty, respect, and plus a check. Got stretch marks and a couple cake. Don't worry about all that. It's cool.
I'm gonna mute this part because it's probably gonna catch in YouTube system. Love seeing couples of different color. My wife is black, I'm white, 39 years in. Divest by Queen of Kings. Is that her own music? Did she make that music?
As you can see, this divest couple is disgusting, oversexed, racist, and the mom is colorist. Call Dr. Umar.
Yeah, I have to say, I find colorism to be even more annoying than just flat out racism. Because it's like, to me, it's just one big game of like splitting hairs. It's like, oh, well, they're not black or they're too black or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, they keep talking about like it's too much navel gazing about like race and like, well, are we full black? Are we this half black? Are we this black? Do they listen to this music? If not, they're not black. It's just too much of that kind of conversation.
I had to get out the shower looking like a whole bald-headed scallywag.
Hell, they even like what is it called? They gatekeep like conversations like, oh, black people shouldn't be able to discuss this thing, or black women shouldn't be able to talk about this, or whatever. It's weird like gatekeeping of even like opinions. It's very bizarre.
For this one, because I can't stand that ignorant motherfucker. husband, have you ever heard that we should not be together because our relationship is a sin per the Bible?
Yes.
Okay. Raiden, did you ever get upset with dad after
What did he say? He stated on a lie that he was out to do them when they turn 18, not to mention him and Rose. What? What is this about? Red is 37, Rose 29. Right, that's not 10 years. Yeah, she's probably like close enough. Hey, Linda. She stays talking about race. It is. It's her whole channel's about race.
learned about slavery and ask him if he's ever called black people the N-word? Real? Yes. Roz, have you ever been called racial slurs in school and it made you really upset with white people? Yes. Did you come home and dad had to have very uncomfortable talks with you? Yes. So, have you ever been told, I really want to date outside my race, but I'm scared of how people might judge me? Yes. Here's my biracial son whose Caucasian blood relative called him the N-word while asking his grandma, how do you feel about your N-word grandson? Babe, have you ever been told?
Look at that. The kid's crying and she's just exploiting that and talking about all these subjects here. They're getting indoctrinated is what this is. This is indoctrination.
Oh, you won't be able to raise black men because you're white?
Yeah.
Babe, last one. Have you ever witnessed with your own Caucasian eyes unspoken racism where when it was me and the kids, like we were treated a different way and then you walked up and they were treating us kinder?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, your own self?
I think.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever been told dad is not your dad because he's white and you're black? Mm-hmm. Okay. As an interracial and blended family, we probably choose to positively talk about race because it's a part of our everyday lives.
It's part of their everyday life. So every day they're talking about this shit. Yeah, she is exploiting their race. Who was crying the same way the church had kids crying? What? Huh? What? Let's see here. Oh, something I caught on this one stream, this Let's Get to 1 Million Subs stream. I went to, this is a good way to cheat, by the way. If you want to find like the best parts in a stream that get the most views, and you don't want to go through the whole thing. You just look at the timeline and you look at these peaks and valleys. And the highest peaks are when there's like peak conversations and stuff happening on the stream. So let's go to this part in this 1 million subs stream from 12 days ago, where she talks about her ex.
Wait, what are you talking about? Copying my ex. Okay, so the thing about it is, JD, first of all, I don't know why you over here. Go follow them. Go follow them with their 200 subscribers, for one. But for two,
well, now they probably have 200,000 subscribers because you gave them a shout out.
It's weird that I have never mentioned my ex name or showed you guys who my ex was. It's weird that he's now, his page has never been public. Now that all of these negative blog posts are coming out, his page is randomly public. That's very, very, very weird. He's trying
very weird
to make himself be known and trying to get some shine off of us, literally because his mother told him how much, how successful this has made us. So I get it. I would want a piece too. Me personally, I would do it in my own way. But yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Thing real quick,
well, here's the thing though. You say that you haven't talked about your ex, but that's not exactly true, is it? What's this? When was this from? This was from March 31st, 2023. So that's a little over a year ago, right? That stream was just about a week or two ago. But this video she put out over a year ago with her. She put her ex in a video, right? Even has video footage of him, barely like blocks out his face, right? Showing the kids when they were younger. Yes, you did. You did show your ex. You did put him out there, and you put him in a video where you're basically comparing him. You're comparing him to your current husband. So honestly, I'm not really fucking surprised that he decided to come out here and, you know, maybe debunk some of the shit she's been talking on her channel. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, 2 months ago, my baby daddy almost ruined my marriage. So she talks for 11 minutes about her baby daddy, right? But she's never mentioned her ex, never talked about him. She must have some amnesia going on or something. Aqua Rose is Queen of Kings. Aqua Rose. I am sick of the rhetoric too, but if it wasn't for black women attacking other black women, y'all wouldn't know about any of this. Okay. Yeah, she is lying. She's a liar. I don't know what she expects. Like, she thinks she could just talk all this shit on here. Hold on here.
Wife, and I would tell them, like, no, I don't want to talk about the wife, you know, and the mom especially, always talking about the wife. The whole time we're in Hawaii, they're planning a cutthroat little trip. So they live in Los Angeles, right? My baby dad he lives in Atlanta.
He's literally saying like where her baby daddy lives, but she hasn't talked about him. And,
my husband
talking about trips they're planning.
And I brought my baby daddy's parents to Hawaii with us because we enjoy going on family vacations. My baby daddy's parents. My husband and I brought my baby daddy's parents to Hawaii with us because we enjoy going on family vacations. We enjoy having time spent with our sons, but then we also want to have time to ourselves. So we're like, okay, we'll take them. They'll be able to hang out, you know, because we had a good thing going on with them for like 3 years straight. The baby daddy's wife got upset that the mom was cool with me. So the mom and the baby daddy's wife was not talking. I did not prefer it that way. I would have been fine if they could all talk. We even invited the baby daddy to Hawaii. They said no, not if you and your husband are going now, which is silly. You tell me who's bitter. We've invited them to Colorado for our son's birthdays, etc. The baby daddy's mom lives in Los Angeles. We live in Arizona. The baby daddy lives in Atlanta. We flew from Los Angeles all together. Los Angeles and Arizona is about a 4-hour drive away. No big deal. So when we arrived, we're like, okay, we're going to take the kids back home with us. We're renting a car. We're going to drive home. Easy peasy. The grandma's like, which is the baby daddy's mom, is like, no, I booked us a trip to San Diego, and it's going to be a fun water park, and I want them to come. The kids are crying tears. Like, no, mommy, we want to go home with you. And I'm like getting mad at them because I'm like, how disrespectful.
Well, listen, if Rose is watching and commenting, can you please give me a shout out on your streams and on your channel? Just shout out General Legion, and that would be appreciated. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Respectful. Your grandma booked you a trip. She cares to do these nice things with you. You need to go. So I made my kids go.
This is her work, Hitomi. This is it. Doing YouTube is her work. Making a fool out of herself and her whole family is work to her. Not white if that helps your argument. This isn't about race, Aqua Rose. You make it that way. I agree with exposing Rose, but you go deep into her looks. I've witnessed it at least twice with 2 different channels. You would be the third. Telling you she comes into all the lives of multiple accounts. It's hilarious. While in Hawaii with 4 kids and your husband and coming into live streams is telling in itself. Yeah. It's crazy. Thank you.
Oh. Child. Tell me why she didn't book no trip. There was no fucking trip booked. No fucking trip booked.
I like how like the music is completely discordant with the vibe, like her tone. Like the vibe that she's going for is like this, like, oh, it's a vlog kind of relaxing, like, you know, trippy kind of atmosphere. But her attitude is just like full, like inappropriate. The way she's like slinging the F word around and stuff.
The sneaky plan was for her son to come to California and see the kids. Okay, but baby, we waited for your son to send tickets for them for the whole summer. We're gonna leave that behind. But okay, why are you doing this on my husband and I's expense by lying to us, saying you did this special thing, making me and my husband
Yes.
pay $500 for them to
Exactly.
fly back home to Arizona when they could have just drove back home with us? Why did you do that? Why didn't you say, okay, I want my son to see him. I'm gonna book them a flight home. You know, that would have been the proper thing to do. So after that, we did not talk for like 6 months. I just started talking back to her, trying to be cool with her.
Yes.
But like every
It's
time
like-
I talk to her,
It almost seems like a parody to me, you know? Like you have the travel vlog music, but you're just being completely inappropriate and cussing and talking major shit in there. Like I would make a video like this, except I would like ramp it up. Like I would make it even worse to like, you know, solidify the parody. She went on vacation with her baby daddy's family, but not the baby daddy, and she's surprised an issue came. Right, I was thinking that when she said that. Like, are you surprised that the baby daddy like was upset or got involved at all after that? Like you're talking about him. You brought his parents along with you to Hawaii. Yeah, apparently she's trolls chats. She even responds to her haters. It's crazy.
it's like now suddenly, mind you, she's been talking big, heavy crap about her son. Yes, her son is on child support, and it took a lot, and he's not paying by his own.
So the baby daddy's parents, the mother's talking shit on her baby daddy. I don't know if she means in private or something. If that's true, then she's basically exposing her own baby daddy's mom.
It was on him to pay by his own will. I would get no money. So then I had to like escalate the situation to where they took his check.
Wow, that's gross.
Automatically, you know, type of situation. Now every time I try to talk to her, it's like, oh, it's your fault why my son can't see his kids and this. I'm just like, where did this energy come from? You guys know that courts exist. They do exist. Why have I been sending my kids to you every summer, and you and I have both been waiting for your son to get the kids, and it's never happened, but all of a sudden it's me.
Wow.
We have to realize that these baby daddies, mothers, their whole family, at the end of
these baby daddies' mothers, all of them, all the baby daddies' mothers were like that. She's very black and white thinking. Not literally, but yes, literally too. Everything is all either one way or the other. She might be like borderline, you know? She might be a borderline kind of person.
Today, the loyalty is to them. Okay? They're fake. They're fake. They are fake, and they're always going to be fake. And that's what it is. So anyways,
they're all
long
fake.
Story short, my husband used to be like so annoyed. He'd be like, and he'd say this, and we were getting in arguments over this, and he'd be like, I'd be like, why don't you, when they're on the phone, they love drama. I'm not used to it. I swear I'm not. But they love drama. It's like
she's not used to the drama. She swears she's not into the drama.
The mom and the son and the
but the mom, the baby daddy's mom loves drama.
The wife, they all team up against me, and then my husband's quiet, and I'm like, why are you quiet? Why are you not taking up for me? And we would get in arguments, and the exact thing that he would say is, I'm not here for this ghetto ass shit. This ghetto ass shit? You just said that to me? Ooh. Now I feel some type of way because I know your white ass did not just say this ghetto ass shit.
So she's talking about her husband saying this. First off, she's exposing her husband saying ghetto ass shit. She's like, I'm not here. Like, clearly exasperated with whatever arguments taking place between her and her, I guess, baby daddy's parents. They're talking shit on her. There might be criticizing her or something. I don't know we can only imagine because it's all filtered through her eyes, right? So we don't know exactly what went down, but what her husband Brett is saying is like, I'm not here for this ghetto shit. Like I'm here for you. I'm not here for all this other crap, right? And she's basically saying that they got into an argument because he wouldn't stick up for her against her baby daddy's parents. Does Brett have some kind of relationship with your baby daddy's parents? Why should he have to stick up for you with your baby daddy's parents? That's just kind of bizarre. He has no relation. Like it's not his business to stick up for you. You're the one who wanted to bring them along to Hawaii. You brought them, you stick up for yourself. You made this problem, you deal with it.
But at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. And who really is here for baby mama, baby daddy drama? Like, ew.
Spaghetti.
Ew. But it's just like, regardless, you knew the package I was, you should like stand 10 toes down with me. And he's like, but Rose, you're always changing your mind. Like you're not messing with him, but then you are, but then you are, but then you are. But it's like, regardless, when someone disrespects me, you should like dead it. You should dead that situation. So we were getting into deep arguments about that, and it was really shaking the boat. Like some whole other people that is not our family. This baby daddy's ghetto family situation is now causing turmoil in my marriage.
Because of you. You brought them along. Why did you bring them?
Not okay. Not okay by any means. Y'all ghetto asses is not about to have me. Child, please.
You hear the amount of shade she's throwing here? She's talking hellish shit.
I tell you guys, we once considered moving to Atlanta so that we could have a proper co-parenting relationship with them. We literally packed our things and moved to Atlanta, and we were so excited. We're like,
so they packed their things, moved to Atlanta so that they could have a co-parenting situation, right? Which, by the way, is like a tacit admittance that there is no co-parenting situation now between her and the baby daddy, right? She it's almost like she purposely went out of the way to move them to Hawaii, which is like the furthest away they could possibly move without leaving the United States. Right. How do you make an entirely new channel just talk about your ex and while you're married? Even if you do have these problems in real life, don't put them online. So trashy. That's the ghetto ass shit that you're talking about. You embody the ghetto ass shit.
Co-parent, we called the dad and we're like, hey, we're doing this because you need to be in the boy's life. We're all going to have this nice co-parenting situation. This man allows his ghetto ass wife. It didn't work. Let's just say it did not work out.
So because I guess the parents weren't behaving the way she wanted, now she's punishing the baby daddy. What? What the fuck?
And oh my gosh, I wasted so much time, energy, effort, money. I'm so happy that my husband finally put his foot down. I was going to allow still after everything. Oh, and that summer, that Hawaii summer, when the grandparents snuck for the baby daddy to see the kids, whatever. The wife's son beat my son up and he was dripping blood from his nose. And the baby daddy and his mother had the audacity to tell my sons, now look what you did. You told your mom, and like sneak and tell him, like, don't tell your mom this happened. Don't tell your mom. And my sons found offense to that. They're like, Mom, they told me not to tell you. And then when I told you and you got upset, they were all against me saying, look what you did. Not okay. So not okay.
Now she's talking about her other, her baby daddy's kids beating up her kid. Yeah, where's the police report?
And then, child.
So she admitted her son gets nosebleeds, but now I guess she got beat up.
My husband said the kids ain't going there this summer. They're not going. My husband said that. I love that. And it's like, if you really want anything, then courts are open, dear. Courts are open. Go and do what you want to do. Figure it out. This man still won't provide passports, papers for my sons to travel. Like, what a hater. What a hater, because you can't afford it. You can't do it. You don't want our family. You don't want to see our family in Africa or something. Like, you don't want to see it. But then imagine, because of you, I take Brett, Race, and River, and we all go to Africa or something and leave Roz and Raiden behind.
Well, so the baby daddy doesn't want to give her the ability to take her children out of the United States. Well, I probably wouldn't either. When you're dealing with a crazy, borderline histrionic woman like this, who's reckless with her parenting, I wouldn't want, my ex-wife to leave with my kids either. Yeah, why does she want to go to fucking Africa? That's where she's thinking of going with her kids, to Africa, where they want to go home. Is that what this is about? She wants to go back to the motherland in Africa, but he won't let us go back to Africa. Oh my God.
We would never. We just can't do it. Eventually, we're just gonna go on trips out the country, just Brett and I, because we're not here for that. But
post-semester, the kids' father giving him their passport.
Drama for the baby mama. Drama and the baby mama is not even the drama. It's crazy. It's like, am I the drama?
So the kid's father did give him passport. So she's lying, basically?
No, I'm not.
Africa will send her back. They probably would have yeah, we don't want this shit. You can go back to where you came from. Africa's expensive. She can't afford it. Really? Is it that expensive? I don't know. I don't know how much it would cost to go there. Brett is sick of this, but he went and procreated and sadly probably will stay. Well, she might leave anyway. She might have another husband after this, and she'll have 2 baby daddies. Jesus Christ. But the guy who comes after this guy, the guy who comes after Brett, is the true cuck. Okay? He's the truest of all the cucks, because he will inherit all these problems. I agree. Pesky child's father, ex-husband, not baby daddy. Most times they're not even babies. Yeah, child's father, or whatever you want to call it.
That was the situation. We were about to get a divorce because of a ghetto ass, no money having ass, short, under 6 foot having ass.
Wow.
Looking head ass.
Now she's just insulting his looks.
Boy. No.
Oh my God. And that travel music in the background. She's height shaming him. Oh my fucking God. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. If you'd like to donate, feel free. I appreciate all the financial help, not help. That's not what I want to say. Financial support. That's the word. Also, if you would like to join the Lycan cult, feel free. I just made this really neat t-shirt on TeePublic. If you would like to buy one, there's the link in the chat. Feel free to hit that link. What do you think? You like it? Just made it today. Took me 20 minutes. It didn't take that long. I'm pretty good at this shit. Pretty good. We'll send your ass down to Kokomo. That's where you'll have to go. Right. Way down in Kokomo. Okay. Let me find some more shit here. Okay. You want to see here? Now, here's a video showing the baby daddy. Okay. This is from Talk About It with Tosh and her channel, where she actually shows the baby daddy. All right. So let's continue from here, because we just watched that video.
Did it. You should did that situation.
So we were getting into deep arguments about that, and it was really shaking the boat, like some whole other people.
Jamaica.
Do y'all get along with your children's mother and father? Honestly, like I know it was like a weird pause, but we just don't really.
It's in the works.
It works. All right, that's all that matters.
As long as we get the kids and the kids go and come,
Right.
That's all we really concerned about. How do you wake up every?
So that's the baby daddy, right, on the left, and his new wife. They didn't talk shit at all. They were asked an awkward question, right, and they handled it about as respectfully as they could. He didn't call her a bitch. He didn't say she a hoe, she a trick. None of that, right? They were pretty respectful. They just kind of were like, well, you know, it works. That's what matters, right? And how does she respond? How does Rose respond?
That's all we really concerned about. How do you wake up every? Other people don't own homes. They lie and say that they bought a home, but they didn't. They lied 2 years ago and said they bought a home. So why can't the kids come? I don't know. Maybe they're gonna find out that somebody don't own a home or something. We don't know, but we.
So she's basically holding the children ransom, saying that he doesn't own a home, so he basically doesn't deserve visitation rights, right? I guess as a result of that.
Baby.
And that's the house, apparently. That's the baby daddy's house. Looks, it's a nice house, actually. Nice car, nice house. Looks like a nice area. Very nice.
I'm gonna say like our 4th month of dating, maybe the 3rd month. We made like this goal board. It was a triptych board, and we had his goals, my goals.
That's why you was looking for that today.
Yeah, and our goals. I was looking for it so I can show y'all, but
You know, they seem like nice people. I don't know these people at all, but they seem nice.
like who? Like what man? Just, you know what I'm saying?
They seem like normal, low-key people.
And he initiated it, so we just wrote all our goals down, and we checked off everything except for what?
Except for what?
Like, cause now, like
the last thing was getting a house, and we did that.
Yeah.
Gold
and
board.
One thing was nursing school, and I'm in nursing school.
Right. I think my motorcycle was on there. I think that would cost enough.
See what I'm saying? Like that was. See what I'm saying? I'm finna get.
He told me once we get a house, it's a motorcycle on the way. So
how do you know you was ready to be married? That kind of just went with what I said. What I was, how old was I? 23.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't know, let me tell you what's crazy though. Because we knew we wanted to get married. You know what I'm saying? So I found the papers that, that I first started writing on when I wanted to start a business. And, it made me feel good because, now I actually have a business. And, this is all it starts from, a piece of paper and a pen. It all starts.
He's got a business and everything.
From my idea. I just can't wait to see where my business actually goes. But, this is.
What's on this list? I could barely read it. Get named.
But it's cool to
find girls to
see it actually me sitting down brainstorming and me bringing this to life. I can't wait to see what Ace.
What's up, Rosie? Hey, what's up, man?
Roz, you not gonna give me a hug? Thank you. I miss y'all.
That's the kid seeing the
I blow a bad today. I don't
working out with the baby.
I blow a bad today. 6, good. 7, 8.
So she tried to do what he's doing and like work out in the gym with the baby to like show him up or something. That's just sad. Is she breastfeeding or something in the gym while working out? That's dangerous. Fuck. Oh my God. Are you serious right fucking now? That's not even safe. She's like working out and like her hovering above the child. Like if she fell, she could hurt her baby.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Never mind the fucking breastfeeding, which is whatever. If you want to breastfeed in public, I don't give a shit. But at the gym while you're working out, no.
Yeah, Raiden. But we want Brett to be our little dad because his name's other dad, he's and Brett actually loves us. Our other dad don't care about.
Wow. So she's teaching the kids that the baby daddy, the father, the true father, doesn't love them. That's probably what she told them.
He don't even call. Yeah. He don't even
call. He probably does call, but she doesn't pick up, or she blocked his number.
He don't care.
So yes, Brett is not Roz and Raiden's biological.
Let someone else tell it. My kids hate us. It's nothing but good times when they with us. We don't want the drama. Stop confusing them. I am their father, and no matter how hard you try and turn them against me, they will know the truth. Just like everyone else is starting to find. It's too bad Lindsay isn't here. I think she would have something to say about this parental alienation here. But maybe she's got other things to do. Look, and that's the child's father, and with the new wife, and they have more kids coming. They all look like a happy family to me. Missing my boys so much, but I'm gonna keep praying and fighting. God is testing my faith. I'll be rewarded for my strength. I'm a man of God. He will answer my prayers. My boys will be where they belong. If it's the last breath of my body, I'm getting my boys. Not playing with nobody. If you, again, against me, getting my boys, you my enemy. If you think you can take care of my boys better than me, they're a father, you my enemy. Hey, I would agree with that. Someone's trying to strip you of your parenthood, you deserve to fight back. Serious question. What type of sickness is it called when someone literally thrives off lies and drama? For years, I've watched someone tarnish and purposely try to hurt someone I love, going as low as having innocent children be caught up in straight drama. Creating narratives that only is seen/heard of on freaking movies, Lifetime movies to be exact, all for sympathy and to purposely hurt someone to include social media views, likes, and maybe a few dollars. This shit is so wicked and weird. I can expose so many facts, but instead I pray and turn the other cheek. Turning the other cheek is only giving this weirdo freedom to continue these shenanigans. For family, friends, and even strangers, I hope that one day y'all see it for what it is, a bitter, unhappy, evil, wicked, weird individual. To my husband, I love you as a man, husband, and dad. So this is the new wife speaking. I mean, I would say don't get caught up in it. It's a wormhole. It's a rabbit hole or whatever. It will swallow you whole. You ever heard the phrase, when you stare into the abyss stares back? That's YouTube. So be careful, especially since it involves your family. That's the advice I would give.
He woke up and what's up?
Get out. What's up with y'all? Let me hug.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
All right. That's just more pics of the kids. Excuse my length post. I smile so hard every time I think back to my wedding day. It was so perfect to me. I'm so proud of my husband and I. I'm blessed, man. Y'all just don't know the journey we had during the process. We got in a car accident, totaling our car completely the week of the wedding, and 3 days after our wedding, we were blessed with another car. When you're with your soulmate and living right, I promise you'll never fall short. I praise God every chance I get, man, because we are truly blessed. We're 23 and 24, so we get the too young thing all the time. But man, as a family, we've been handling things the best we know how. We're still working on my 2 stepkids, but I know it'll all work out soon. So this is a while ago, I have to imagine. That's years ago, right? I mean, I wasn't there, but I can only imagine. So I felt it necessary to read all that because it seemed like seemed important to kind of tell the other side of things, you know. Here's a video where apparently one of the kids wound up in the hospital. They went on this trip. Oh, this is the video where she starts out knocking on the kid's door.
Hey, open the door. What you doing in there? What you doing in there? It appears that he's taking a big fat cake. Anyways, y'all, welcome back to our channel. It is
So
Sunday.
that's how they started off, right? Actually, I don't know who's in there. It could be the kid. It could be the husband. I don't know. So look at this place. I guess this is the Airbnb they were staying at. And they went on a trip. They went to some kind of weird, like, Christian Jesus revival thing.
But church was really, really amazing.
I guess that's church. That's what church looks like nowadays. I thought church was like in cathedrals and stuff, but what the fuck do I know? And then this part here is pretty nasty on here. So the baby's playing, like, you know, a binky, and her other son.
So we were meeting a person that he's traveling completely by himself. His wife is in one place, he's in another, and he's just traveling. And still, even like on vacation, he makes time to go to church on a Sunday. I think that is so amazing.
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's good to have a refreshing.
You see that the pacifier goes like on the seat?
Yeah.
Still,
Look at this.
even like on vacation,
Like if the pacifier falls on the seat, and then the baby like just picks it up and puts it right back in its mouth. All the germs and stuff on that bus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's good to have a refreshing.
You know, you'd think with all that money they have now that they could afford like an Uber, you know, like a SUV Uber.
Apartment really quick while Brett went back to the Airbnb to get some things together. I'm not going to show you guys much of our apartment.
After church, we went to clean out the Airbnb, and as I was cleaning, things happened, and long story short, we ended up in the emergency room for baby River, but thank God
Things happened. She doesn't elaborate what happened exactly.
he's okay. I'm so starving, you guys.
They had to go to the emergency room for the baby. Something happened at the Airbnb. What happened?
But that's just a reminder that life does not always go as planned, you know, so yeah. Your body. So I'm about to go home and try to find me something to hospital.
Okay, so that we saw that part. He got sick. Yeah, right. The baby probably got sick from the pacifier that was on the bus. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna expose one more thing here, and then we're gonna be out. All right. So y'all seen this stream with the live with the millionaire interracial couple, the Mallets, right? Which they didn't even tag their channel, by the way. I had the hardest time finding their channel, but they do have a channel on here. And this isn't the first time they've been on a panel, on a stream. They've been on panels before elsewhere. They've had a social media for a while, but they acted like they were just coming to YouTube. They've been on YouTube before. There's this other channel called Clever Investor who had John and Nahala Mallet on his show. So they've been on YouTube. I don't know why he acted like they were coming to YouTube. That was kind of strange. So let's go over this a little bit. Basically, in this stream, Rose is complaining about the haters and how everyone talks about, the race and stuff, and they always talk about the race issue. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because you talk about race every stream, every video, every short that you upload. You teach your kids about race. Maybe that's why they talk about your race. I don't know.
Not messed with, so I could eat all the things that my body doesn't allow me to eat here in the US. It was just it was so good. I drank so much, way more than I should have, but it's incredible because you have to walk.
Oh, and you might be wondering why they're interviewing this millionaire interracial couple. You might be wondering that.
Everywhere, everything is walking. There's not a lot of people who drive cars very often. It's just walking everywhere, so it's very nice. You just eat, drink, walk, and live a peaceful life, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we came here.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing
Yes,
that I
they
really
do.
liked about Europe was you feel safe all the time.
Yeah,
Like
that's all she was
when I'm
doing.
in the US, my head is always on a swivel. I'm always looking at gas stations, wherever I'm at. I'm always on edge a little bit. In Europe, everybody was friendly. It was nice. It was a whole different vibe. So just the cortisol levels, the stress hormone came down just being in that environment. Imagine, it's like being on the island too when you're in the Caribbean.
That is why, that's a huge reason that we moved here for that exact, everything not just saying, walking everywhere, like you said, the sunshine and the cortisol level and feeling safer, all of that.
How is everyone always hyper aware of their cortisol levels? Hey, Dawn, how do you always know about your cortisol levels? Do you measure it?
To travel Europe and just be kind of like nomads with our kids and not sign a lease nowhere and just travel every couple months.
I think that's great.
The older two boys, they don't have their passports yet, so we're working on that.
Get those passports. I'm telling you, the best thing I ever did for my kids, and I always say the best way to end racism is travel.
Exactly.
We've been all over.
Yes, the best way to end racism is travel. You're never going to end racism.
Been all over the world. They're some of the most well-rounded, loving, empowered, equipped kids. Now they're not kids anymore. Well, my youngest is 15, but my oldest is 33, 32. So,
the wife probably thinks of her as a threat, which honestly she should. But the wife also has a sketchy background as well.
And I'm telling you, our relationship, your relationship, isn't that big of a deal in a lot of these countries. They're not. They don't hate on it. They don't see it as an issue. Like in the U.S., it's really interesting to me how much hate we receive just because of the color of our skin.
Well, now we have not now. Ever since we started dating, it's been our race, but also the age gap. So we get both daily. So is that your dad? Okay, my dad's white. That's amazing. it's a lot of things,
funny,
but it's all the same stuff, So it's well, is that the best you have? You're old with that joke.
Well, it's realize how much harm they're doing to themselves.
Oh my gosh.
There's more harm happening to them. Whenever you put that kind of energy out, it is coming back to you.
Yes.
I don't care who you are. It's never ended well.
What's with that hair too? I hate when they wear obviously fake hair. I hate when black women do that.
For anybody that thinks they're superior or they think that a color of skin makes you better or whatever, history has proved that has never ended well for that person or that group. Never ever in history has that worked out. And it's amazing to me how people do this. But I'll tell you what it's done for us, and maybe you guys can relate because you guys keep making babies. So I'm assuming it's very similar.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're doing a different lifestyle over here compared to you. We love to watch you guys do it, but we kind of like to sleep until we're done sleeping stuff and hopping on a plane, on Thursday because we decided on Wednesday to do it.
I'm gonna say this: the millionaire couple guy, he's probably being smarter about it, right? Not having kids and subjecting them to all this jet setting all over the place and all that. But yeah. Their past is still really sketchy. It's just, but in terms of not affecting their children that way, I guess I'll give a small, tiny bit of kudos.
But we don't have nothing against it. I already been through the kid thing, and we got.
No, but look, John, I told you from the beginning. I feel like
he has kids. He has kids from a previous marriage, and he's also been with another black woman before. This one, he has kids with her.
I'm just a lot like Brett, and I'm a lot like you.
We'll
so
watch
the thing
later.
is, people think because I got kids that my life is just supposed to just stop. Like you can't do that. You have kids. Oh yes, the fuck I can. If I want to get on a plane,
she's just addressing what the haters are saying about her, right? I'm gonna say this. If I had the chance to interview a millionaire and someone who could like help my channel out and help my life out, I would talk about way more substantial, maybe financial things, right? Maybe business opportunities, anything that would be useful, right? But they're talking about what the haters are saying on these tiny little channels.
they ain't take my kids anywhere. I can do that. Like,
And you are doing it. And you did do it.
Good night, Lonnie.
That is true. You and I are pretty wild. We got this
all
thing.
ratty.
And
exactly.
Brett and Naj are both.
We're just
like a rat's nest.
No, we're just because we know how you guys can get, so we let you guys be free, but we try to like, come back over here for a bit.
Come back to
that's another level of hate she gets. Is anything?
That's right. You got to be intellectual for that.
You know.
No, I feel like, but with black women, and I think you could relate, Naj, like, it doesn't matter what we do, we're going to be wrong when we're with the white man. Like, no matter what we do, like, we could walk and you walk wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Why do you care, though? She says she doesn't care about what the haters say. She said she doesn't give a shit, but she clearly cares.
Yeah.
You cannot win. In America, you can't win because we now have a society that is designed to separate people. It's designed to create hatred. These platforms work best
like a rat's
when there's
nest.
controversy, hatred. Like if I post a nice picture of me walking an old lady across the street, nobody sees it. But if I post, zero likes, crickets. If I would post a video of me tripping the old lady in the street, that thing would go viral. People be showing up like crazy. We now thrive in a negative environment, and it's interesting that for us.
So he said right there, his key words. He said, "We thrive in a negative environment." Well, apparently Rose does too. She thrives on YouTube.
That hatred, I believe, has fueled the fire even more. Because in a lot of ways, it's like, well, let's just prove them wrong. Let's show them, what this can be and what it should be.
Let's prove them wrong. We just have to be careful
because, you ever hear the saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me."
Mm-hmm.
I think, look, you can hit me with a stick, I'll recover quickly from that. But I still remember shit people said to me in grade school. You know what I mean? So these names that we get called, they're there, and you have to find a way mentally to say, look, that's their issue. That's not my issue. That's on them. What they call me, and then I now feel sorry.
He's life coaching right now.
For these people, but it's actually fueled our fire.
Millionaire life coach. I mean, I guess he's more qualified than some other life coaches I've seen on here.
Stronger because a common enemy will make you stronger. Having a common enemy makes you stronger. And the common enemy is hatred, racism, these type of things. And we get a chance to fight for everybody because it's happening to everybody. Even like I tell people, do you really think you have to marry someone that looks like he or she could be your brother or sister in order for there to be real love or in order for that to work? Why? I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying.
What? Who says that? Who says that you have to marry someone who looks like your brother or sister just because you're the same race?
I can't do it based on what society is trying to tell me what is the right thing. I already did that. I did that when I was young, and it ended in disaster. So that's a big.
Okay, so he's saying like I married a white woman and it ended in disaster. So I dated black women after that. What?
Big play for us is like because we are so different. Now I am a white male, believe it or not.
No shit.
I do have a little bit of age on my wife, even though she says I act like I'm 15. She still is way more mature than me. Like our age says one thing, but maturity level.
John, facts. Not just up
I already know. I already know. I watch.
I mean, I'm wild and crazy, but I only let one of us do it in the eye of others.
I do it publicly, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And it's like this. So, if we buy a Ferrari, you got to have an.
Yeah, and Brett's not. He's not like active at all in this conversation. He doesn't give a shit. He's totally bored.
Accelerator and a brake. If you only have an accelerator, you're gonna hit a wall at some point. So that's where we kind of round each other. And sometimes she tells me like, you might want to reel it in a little bit because you're out of control. And I've been out of control my whole life.
He's got an Under Armour shirt on too. I know another bald guy who likes Under Armour.
I've always had high energy. I've always been dancing, getting wild. It's just been my thing. I don't know any other way of living.
This guy just monopolized the whole stream.
Much for some people, so she'll whisper in my ear.
We are a team, and they are the same, so they would be pulling us out.
Yes.
And to wrap it up,
I'm never ready.
Exactly. Yeah.
We gotta have one of us
I love that. But you heard her, like she still get crazy with him, but she's like, all right, honey, it's time to wrap it up now.
Yeah, I'm usually never ready to wrap it up. That's the challenge. So we're working on that. That's a situation in our relationship. We're getting better.
So did she just like kind of throw shade at Brett a little bit there?
Crazy partying with John, and I'm like, all right,
she hung
you
with
just gotta know when to wrap it up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
we gotta have one of us.
I love that. But you heard her, like she still get crazy with him, but she's like, all right, honey, it's time to wrap it up now.
Yeah, I'm usually never ready to wrap it up. That's the challenge. So we're working on that. That's a situation in our relationship we're getting better at. Sit down. They're just not happy. She's not there yet.
I'm with Brett for his money, like all of this crazy nonsense, and it gets to you. It gets to you after a minute, you know.
See, just addressing what the haters are saying.
Go ahead, Brett.
No, you go ahead. Yeah.
See,
this seems like a conversation you'd have like before you have the real interview on YouTube, you know, talk about more important issues instead of like what the haters are saying.
I just feel like people are looking for clout because they know that you guys, you know, a lot of people love you guys and you guys are everywhere. So I feel like if they feel like they're mentioning your name, people will look at their stuff.
They're gonna watch them.
Clout, really. Yeah. So they're like kind of haters, but not really. They try to do some research just to be like get some clout, but they're losers. Really.
We're on at least one site that I know.
Or they're criticizing your shitty behavior.
Other with you guys where they're talking shit, and it's all interracial couples. The whole page on YouTube is bashing interracial couples. Imagine
the divesting channel is what he's talking
that's
about.
your life. You create a page to just bash interracial couples.
This millionaire guy is bashing the divesting channel.
I'm like, bro, what kind of life do you live? Right. And what's funny is I now have a connection to have pages taken down, like completely.
Oh, he's got a connection to have pages taken down. So he's going to try to use his little connections to get people's channels wiped off, the ones who criticize him. How delightful.
So trying to find Mr. YouTube owner or talk to somebody in customer support to try to get your shit back up. So now that I have this new connection, I'm welcoming some of these pages. Go ahead and get crazy.
Oh, John,
wow. Okay. So no one can speak out against you. No one can criticize you, right? Yeah, I found his channel like today, actually. She should have a real interview instead of talking about haters. I agree. Maybe ask him about his life, his investments, you know, anything, his job. No, they're talking about the haters.
Really have to talk.
I haven't really done much on YouTube. So we have the Malats page. That's where we're going to focus more energy, and we're going to join.
You want to switch really quick?
Is there a way to do it without messing it up?
Can you hang up on me?
We got to get off, but you want to do like and then I'll pin it.
Yeah, do that. That'd be fine. Because we're going to join you on YouTube and welcome more hatred into our lives.
Yeah,
You've already been on YouTube. He's been on already.
It's already on there. That's what I was saying. Like
it.
even we got some of the ignorant people on here already. I don't usually like to
I
highlight
can't.
them, but they don't
Oh,
bother.
they're already. Yeah.
I can't chat, but it's fine.
Oh, you can't write it?
No.
All right, we'll be back, y'all. We'll get off. I'll send you another link.
So they just kind of ended the stream there. So let's go into who Nahala Mallet and John Mallet are. You want to see who Rose wants to emulate? Let's watch. I don't think y'all are ready for this.
Divesting gone wrong. The Najla Marlott story.
Very sloppy.
Who is Najla Marlott? She's a former porn star turned prostitute who married an old white man who pimps her out to his business friends.
You be swallowing.
Okay.
Is that something you've done?
I've done that.
Okay. You be having sex with girls.
Okay.
Have you done that?
No.
Why?
Unfortunately, I don't know. I've always wanted to.
She's on the casting couch. She's literally on a casting couch. And you can tell she got implants later after this. Probably for her corn career.
No.
Would you be open to it?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess.
You be doing anal? Have you tried that?
No, I haven't.
Why not?
I'm scared.
Has a guy asked you to try it?
Yeah, like I tried the finger number.
Popular video.
If you don't remember, he doesn't use lube.
She was involved in a popular video where she is taking it in hole number 2. It's called Backroom Castings, and her name is under Nikki. Who is John Marlott?
In my final felony arrest, I was 24 years old.
Why
And
is
this
it
when I
always the
had long-
felons,
and
man?
sitting on that bullpen floor in Milwaukee County Jail, July 4th, 1993, in a room with a lot of hardened criminals.
Why
That's
is
why
all
I
these
made the
fucking
decision, man. I
felons
said, okay,
on
yes,
here,
I was a
man?
loser. Yes, I am a
So
loser.
many of them.
Yes, I am a drug addict. Yes, I am a dropout. Yes, I am a criminal gangman. All the adjectives they used to describe me. That's who I am. That's not who I'm going to be. You ever drink too much and over the toilet bowl, you said, God, if you let me out of this, I'll never drink again. That was kind of me. Like, please, if you let me out, I'll never commit a crime again. And I was serious.
He's a scammer with an ex-white wife, 3 white daughters, and an ex-black wife, and 1 biracial daughter. From the comments of people who know her, yes, he pimps her out to his business partners. She actually had a pimp when I met her. Then a couple years later, she met this guy. He doesn't have money. He's a con artist. She was broke and impressionable when they met, and she did not vet him. There's no load. They rent everything and post pics in front of other people's cars/homes. They swing with other couples at parties. Scottsdale has a very big swingers presence. It's called the Lifestyle Community. He has girlfriends that he takes on dates and travel. This man is a grade A scammer. Leasing a Rolls Royce and Mercedes, but living in a townhouse. If he had as much wealth as he claims, they would be in a nicer home. Especially here in AZ, where the houses are moderately priced. Najla is the one who takes out loans on his behalf so he can keep scamming. Their lifestyle is fake. She's a ghetto gagger who has to keep sleeping with random men in order.
Ghetto gagger. I'm sorry. He said that.
To keep up the facade. Look at his watch. It's falling off.
Yeah, his watch is falling off in this picture here. Look at that. How the fuck he can't get a watch that fits? So I guess this is his family. Apparently there's a very sketchy, shady past, and apparently he pimps his own wife out here. Yeah. There's a lot there. There's a lot. So anyway, yeah. That was the Malots, which is exactly who Rose and Brett want to be like. That's their role models. That's the life Rose wants. That is. So, yeah, that's pretty much the stream. If you enjoyed this stream, please consider a donation. Consider becoming a member on my other channel, General Legion After Dark. And consider hitting the thumbs up. That always helps, the free way, and sharing the stream out as well. That helps. And for those who were traumatized during the stream, I'm very sorry. But that's just what happens on these dirty streets of YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stop the cuckery.